Is horror better when it reflects real-world pressures or when it escapes them completely? What's good, people? I'm Travis, and this is The Final Cut, your daily pulse in horror. Today is March 25th, 2026. We're locked back into the daily grind, and right now, horror is pulling from everywhere. Celebrity comebacks, a body image, and even classic YA adaptations. Before we get into it, quick sponsor check-in. Shout out to our partners over at Grove. You can still pre-order The Haunting, dropping May 26th on 4K Ultra AD or HD, Blu-ray for $32.99. And good luck, have fun, don't die is available for pre-order, now releasing April 21st across all formats. March Movie Madness is still running, but we're getting closer to the end of the month, so don't wait on those deals. Over at Fanatical, 3 days left on the Infinity VR collection. Crimson Desert, 15% off. Premiere Mystery Bundle still live with World's Edge deals ongoing as well. And don't forget Death Stranding 2 on the Beach is still 10% off. 5 days left on the Build Your Own Killer Bundle. All part of the spring sale going on at Fanatical. Hit those links, hit those banners, let them know Horror Movies Uncut sent you. Now, let's dive in. First up, let's start with something unexpected. Johnny Depp has reportedly been spotted filming in Maidstone, England, and the word is this might be a new horror project tied to Netflix. Now, nothing is officially confirmed, but multiple sources on the ground are saying he's been filming for the past couple of days, and the timeline being floated is October release. If that's true, that's fast, and more importantly, that's a signal. Because if Depp is stepping into horror right now, remember what I said about those A-list actors, especially through a platform like Netflix, that could mark a major shift in his comeback strategy. Horror has become one of the most reliable lanes for actors looking to re-establish themselves. Lower risk, high audience engagement, and a fan base that shows up. So if this turns out to be real, don't be surprised if this becomes one of the most talked about horror drops later this year. My question for you guys, would you check out a Johnny Depp horror movie right now or still on the fence? Let me know your answers in the comments ahead. Next up, and this one is right in line with where horror is heading, body horror is getting personal again. The trailer for Thinestra just dropped, and this film takes aim directly at diet culture, body dysmorphia, and social pressure. The story follows a woman who takes a mysterious weight loss drug, only for the fat she loses to come back as a physical, living doppelganger. That's a crazy concept, but it's also very intentional because the film isn't just about transformation, it's also about self-perception, obsession, and internal conflict becoming external horror. We've seen this lane heating up recently, and Thinestra is clearly stepping into the same conversation. It drops April 14th on digital, and it's already had a strong festival run. My question for you guys, though, do you think body horror works better when it's metaphor heavy like this, or more straightforward and brutal? Let me know your answers in the comments ahead. And finally, for my reading heads out there, a classic is getting a second life. Christopher Pike's Remember Me is being adapted into a new film for Tubi. If you know, you know. This was one of those YA horror books that stuck with people, and the premise still hits. A teenage girl dies and has to solve her own murder from beyond the grave before something darker gets to her first. That's a strong hook, and Tubi has been quietly building a lane for these kinds of projects. Lower budget, high concept, character-driven horror that speaks directly to younger audiences. It's not just nostalgia, it is 100% strategy, because YA horror is wide open right now. And if it hits, you're going to see a lot more adaptations like it. My question for you guys, though, is do you want more YA horror adaptations, or should the genre stay focused on original stories? I think they should go for both. Let me know your answers in the comments ahead. Today's take. Here's what stands out today. Horror is pulling from every direction at once. Big names trying to re-enter the space, deep personal themes becoming monsters, and older IP getting reworked for a new generation. There's no single lane right now, and that's exactly why the genre feels alive. Today's Spotify poll: what kind of horror are you most interested in right now? Celebrity-driven horror, body horror, YA supernatural, indie original concepts? And don't forget, if you got a story, a tip, something we should be covering, DM us at HMUNCUT. You might hear it on the show. That's today's episode of The Final Cut, your daily pulse in horror. We're building momentum again this week, so if you're watching on YouTube, like, subscribe. If you're listening, follow the show. Let people know about it. I'm Travis. You guys know the drill. I'll be back tomorrow. More headlines, more updates. Until then, as always, keep the lights on.